Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video on 7.2 exploration, and we will be running 7.2.1 flare, static blast and superconductor today. So for flare, your damage of your attackers are increased by 300%, but they take direct damage of 100% of their health over 60 seconds. But if you bring in a class advantage champion, that is reduced because it's affected by class relationships. And for static blast, whenever a defender uses a special attack, the attacker loses his power and is power drained for 50%. But if you block an attack, that one is reduced. Now you can counteract that for the new node, that is superconductor. So if you use any champion with an armor buff on them, that chance to be power drained is reduced by 20%. But if you have superiority, you can increase that chance to 50%. Now how you gain superiority is you bring in a hero champion with armor buff, and then your chance to lose your power is going to be really reduced, especially if you're blocking the specials. So champions like Angela, Colossus, Warlock, Venom, Hulkbuster are good options. If not, you can bring in damage over time champions like Archangel, Domino with Red Hull, and some champions like Wolverine with Regen champions can also work here. X-23, Rogue, and Ghost will always work with Hood's energy, and also some ramp up champions like Star-Lord will work here. Namor can also work here because he can return that Regen damage. So there's quite a few options for this path. Try to bring in your class advantage champions. For this video, we're going to be doing the Magneto boss. So before we jump into the path, guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot. Now the first fight is going to be against a Cable. Now this Cable is really annoying because he throws out his special one a lot. So you're already taking damage from Degen, and then you take block damage by SP1, so it might kill you off. Now in hindsight, I should have brought a tech champion here so I can get the class advantage and reduce the flare damage, but I went with Magneto and to use my SP3. But you will notice I take a lot of damage and I barely kill him off. So if you're going to do this path, I would suggest you to bring in a tech champion, and he will take care of it very easily. If you have a ghost, you can easily go ahead and bait his SP1 out and you can evade it. And also other champions that work here would be like Guardian or even Hulkbuster. You can power drain him. If you don't have any one of those, you can just use 4-hit combos and parry and reparry to push him to an SP2. That also works. Next fight is going to be against an Agent Venom, who is very easy to deal with. You just need to be careful about his tenacity. So whenever you parry him, wait for the parry to stick before you start hitting him. Now I'm using a Colossus. If I had brought the synergy with the Omega Red, this fight would have been faster. All the viable champions I mentioned here are going to be mutant, because I would suggest you to use class advantage champions, so at least you can reduce the damage from flare, and if you have willpower, it can help you counteract it as well. So again, you can use Archangel here. That does not reduce his ability accuracies. Iceman works as well. Rogue works really well because your damage is increased by 400%. If you spam your SP1, you're gonna gain back a lot of health. So these are some good options that you can use against Agent Venom. This path has the most worst mutants you can expect. You have a Cable, then you have a Havok, and then there's going to be Domino coming up. So you need some good tech champions. For me, I am fortunate to have Warlock and as well as Guardian with me. You can also use a Ghost, but remember when you're about to get the Plasma Blast, just phase it out. Or you can use Iron Patriot as well. Also Gilly 2099 and also Hulkbuster. All of these champions work. You can either use a champion that has armor above so you can negate the plasma damage, or who has a power drain in case of Gilly 2099 and Iron Patriot. So there's quite a few options you can use. Just make sure when you plan your path you think about Havok and Domino coming up, and that's about it. The 400 damage will help you. 300% damage increase by flare will help you kill him off really quick. Next fight is against Blade, which is an easy fight, nothing too difficult about it. His SP1 can be easily evaded, and if you're using Colossus you can just parry both the projectiles and get more armor on yourself. Just be careful not to push him into two bars of power, because when he's at 2 bars of power and you try to parry him, he's going to shrug it off faster, and he's going to shrug off any debuff faster, because the more power level there is, the faster he shrug offs debuffs. So yes guys, keep that in mind and just keep baiting SP1 and he dies really quick. Nothing too difficult about this fight. And then we have Domino. Now Domino is really annoying anywhere else, and especially on these nodes she is way more annoying, but luckily we have Guardian. So Guardian has this ability that he applies shock to the opponent if his ability accuracy is reduced, so that is helping us against Domino. And also Guardian is a tech champion, so tech champions never be unlucky, and also he has class advantage over Domino, so that's why the flare 100% damage is reduced because of class relationship. So all in all, Guardian is a pretty solid choice. You can also use here Warlock, you can also use here Vision, but with the constant power drain, and also you can use in Hulkbuster. So there's quite a few options you can use here. Just be wary about using tech champions to avoid flare degen, and as well as having a class advantage over Domino so you don't get unlucky. And the final fight is going to be against Labrynth of Legend Ultron. Again, very simple. You have a lot of champions, cosmic champions you can use. I'm insisting on cosmic champions to have class advantage, so you can ride out the flare degen. So Angela works really well here. Also Venom works really well. He does not lose power at all. Angela with her armor of buff will activate Superconductor, and with Venom he does not lose power against tech champions. Also you can have an armor buff on you, so that will help. Also same goes with the Ghost and Hood phase. You can go ahead and phase. Not only you will reduce the degen, you will gain power as well when they try to hit you, so it helps you both ways. Same goes for Annihilus. He cannot be power drained or power manipulated as long as he has his cosmic rod. And also for Arcus, 90% of the power drain or power steal abilities are their potency is reduced. Or you can always go with the Magneto and just build up those 40 prowess and kill him off. Now the boss fight is going to be against a red Magneto. Now he is very annoying in the sense that he does a lot of special damage, and there is a new node by the name of Moth to the Flames. So whenever you hit the opponent, you get these fervor charges that you see in orange just below Magic's health bar. So whenever you use a basic attack, you get one of those charges. Whenever you use a special attack, they're reduced by 10. And if you go below 0, you get a degen on you that equals to the 50% attack damage of the defender. So there are quite a few champions you can use here. I would always suggest go with a non-metal power control, because the less power he uses, the better it is for us. In my case, I'm gonna use Magic, and I mess up a lot, but her limbo saves me over and over again here. You can do the same strategy with Voodoo as well. You can just use an SP2 and then start power draining him and keep in the corner and intercept. In that way he can die quicker. So those are the two options that I think are the best ones. Apart from that, there is Human Torch as well, because the damage from Magneto is going to be energy damage and will keep ramping you up and keep giving you smolder, so that helps as well. Another option that we could use here is going to be Captain America Infinity War with Tech and Science Energy. With Science Energy, he's going to give weakness, so whenever you parry, you're not going to take damage, and with Tech's Energy you can petrify him so he does not gain power with Spite. Same goes with Void. You can use a Void as well here and stack up those debuffs and stop his healing as well as his power gain, and you can easily kill him off with that as well. It will be a long fight, but it can be done. And then there's Quake as well. You can just stay in the corner and Quake and shake him off and he can die. And also another champion that worked really well here would be Mr. Fantastic. So we will do different videos with different champions, and I'll release one big video in which all of these options will be available for you to take out. So for now, enjoy the Magic takedown. A quick note before I sign out that all of his specials are going to be unblockable, so you really need to evade them if you don't bring a power control champion. And also he's going to be super aggressive, so somebody like Magic really fits the playstyle, because he will come in and try to hit you and you can easily power control and intercept. So that's the best way to go. And I hope these tips and tricks help you out, and if they did, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot. And apart from that, guys, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.